Yep, so it's 6 a.m. on a Wednesday morning. I think now's about as good a time as any to talk to you about why I hate Subaru.
I'll tell you why I hate Subaru so much. Let's have a little bit of a backstory. So I've been a big Subaru fan pretty much since the, Colin McRae, Peter Solberg, wasn't born era, and I finished up school around the time of the GFC. Now outside of that, my father's a mechanic and he owned his own workshop. So lo and behold, for a bit of fun and to make a little bit of money on the side, I used to buy, in the late 2000s, lots of overheated, broken Subarus ready for repair. And back then, you could pick one up, $300. What's wrong with it? Blown head gasket. That's all. Cheap as chips. Tell you, those were the good days. But not long after that, shit got expensive, man. Before you knew it, these cars, because every man in this dog was trying to make a buck, the GFC. Before you knew it, these cars were worth $1,000, then $1,300, then $1,500. I think the most expensive one I bought was about $1,500, and I probably only had to pay $400 in parts for new heat gaskets. Fixed it, flipped it, and I would have made $1,000, which is great, but I had to pay a lot of money for a car that wasn't worth a lot, whereas compared to, I think the first car I bought was maybe $300, spent some money fixing it up, I don't know how much, but I sold it like $3.5, $4 grand. The times got really tough in that year to 2 years of doing that, and so I gave it up. I think that encapsulates the problem with Subarus today. They're too goddamn expensive for what they are. And let me tell you, I just missed out, not really missed out, decided I didn't want it. There was one old Legacy, standard, did have 4-wheel drive, high-low, manual, 500,000 kilometers on it, rough on the outside, rough on the inside. People still bid it up to $1,000. You might not think that that's that bad. I kind of wanted to buy it. Why? Because it was probably the worst example of a Subaru on the market at the time, and it still went for $1,000. Now I'll let your imagination think about how much some of the not completely undesirable Subarus sell for. I've seen beaten up POSs, people are not letting go of them for $5,000 plus. You wouldn't be able to scrap these cars for that much. It's crazy, man, crazy. But so what? Is this just a cry session where we stop on each other's shoulders? No, I didn't really make this video to complain about Subarus. I still love Subarus, don't get me wrong. We ain't no haters here. I tell you what, it's a tough market at the moment. There's not a lot of good examples for sale that people aren't asking for an arm and a leg and some more. So today, you might notice the environment looks a little different today. Today is exciting. Today we have bought a new car. Come on, go a little Fiorino. Sorry about that. Very hard to contain all this excitement, even though it's pissing down with rain outside. So yeah, today's been an exciting day. We've travelled up the country. We bought one Fiat, and while we were at it, we did look at a couple of others. Now, I don't know if I'll share with you what they are. Took some pretty video. There wasn't a lot of space. They were craned up in some barns, covered, but not completely safe from the environment, shall we say. So yeah, apart from having an affinity for Subarus in the family, Fiats and Austins run strong. And I'm thinking the Fiat market, there is a strong enthusiast group for it in New Zealand, believe me, probably around the world. But they're great cars. And while you might find the odd overpriced one, I think, relatively speaking, they're not badly priced today. A lot of the JDM cars we've seen just skyrocket. Thanks to the United States, that's all your fault for opening up your borders to them. They're now way too expensive, considering the New Zealand market is built on the backbone of Japanese cars. That's why Subarus are just too expensive here now. It's horrible. So I've been keeping my eye open for some of our European counterparts, the Fiat The poor man's Ferrari. 2 horns? 2 horns? This car's wacky.
I have a problem.